Hey everyone, Jason here with the Creek Life Outdoors again. And I've been using my Stihl chainsaw. So I've got an old Stihl MS290 farm boss. I bought this thing about 11 years ago when we were clearing off for our house. And I loved it. I'm a Stihl fan after buying. That was my first Stihl product. I'm a Stihl fan now. Everything I buy is Stihl. Not knocking any other brands, but Stihl's been good to me, so I'm gonna keep buying as long as their products keep working for me. So like I said, I've got an MS290 farm boss. Came with an 18-inch bar. I was cutting a tree a couple of years ago, and the tree ended up wedging the bar as it was falling. You know, lessons learned, but ended up bending the bar a little. And it started cutting crooked. Not a big deal. A lot of what I cut is not trees. I don't cut a lot of trees down. I do cleanup work after storms. I clear brush, a lot of privet. We have tons of privet in part of our property. I hate privet. I clear a lot of that. So a lot of small saplings, you know, they're not big. I'm down working on the creek banks and stuff, just cutting small stuff. So I haven't really cared that it cut crooked a lot. But recently I went to cut some firewood. We do not heat our home with firewood, but we do have a fireplace and we do have a fire pit that we enjoy sitting around. So I needed a little firewood. I had a oak limb that had fallen and wanted to cut it. And it cut crooked. And I'm talking about crooked. So crooked that if I try to split this thing, I don't have a log splitter, a powered log splitter. I have a manual log splitter. And by manual, I mean with a maul in my arms and shoulders and back. So for me to try to split this thing, it's not gonna go well. So let me show you what it cut. I'm telling you, this thing is crooked. It is absolutely crooked. So you can kind of see, maybe looking down on it, and it's bad. So I took my bar off today, finally had time to fool with this, and I've got a couple things working against me. It is bent, not terrible, but it is bent. But see how it's leaning? I've got it setting up on edge. What happens is, here's the groove your chain runs down, right through here. And what happens is it'll rub one of these edges down more than the other. So it's wore this edge on this side down more, and it'll do the same thing if I flip it over. I flip my bar over fairly frequently to keep it from doing this, but like I said, this thing's 11 years old. It's cut a lot of wood over its days. So you can take this to a machine shop. They may or may not want to fool with it and get it ground down. I didn't want to fool with it, so I made a visit to my local Stihl dealer, and I love my local Stihl dealer. And I wanted to upgrade to a 20-inch bar, and so that's what I did. So I've got this Stihl Farm Boss 20-inch bar. Bought me a couple of chains as well, 3 new files, so it would keep this thing sharp for years to come. And I'm gonna get this on and see how big of a difference this new bar makes. So I've got the new 20-inch bar on the MS290 Farm Boss, and I like it. It looks good. log. I don't know if y'all can see them. Yeah. Look at those wood ants. They are scurrying everywhere here. So this limb fell from this oak tree in front of me, that big old oak tree. Yeah, this thing fell, rotted off up there, way up there. This is a big oak. And, I figured I'd cut it up for firewood. Hey, so this new bar really did a nice job. If any of these were cut crooked, and there's been a few that were cut crooked, it's operator error. It's not the chainsaw anymore. So I'm glad I went and got this new bar today. It's gonna make a huge difference going forward, just cutting wood. A lot of these old oak logs are hollowed out. You can see several of them here are hollow. So be interested in splitting those up, how they do. Hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all.